Hi, Gemini. This is Just with your November 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Gemini, sometimes you do readings and I do readings, and some of it, sometimes it's not really saying much of anything, and then sometimes it gets really juicy. And this is a juicy one, it looks like, for some of you. Some of you definitely are at a crossroads right now, trying to make a decision. May have gone silent to some extent, trying to come to a conclusion about something. Some of you have been working extremely hard. Like, you are meeting deadlines, you're beating deadlines, you're just handling your business. You could have started a new job, and you're really getting the work done. And someone at your job may feel like, um, they want to promote you. They see a huge future with you. Excuse me. They see a huge future with you. It's endless possibilities of where you can go in the company or what they want to do with you. But little do they know, you are trying your best to get the hell out of there. Some of you are trying to leave. You're working a plan to get away. You may work with two individuals in particular that you're trying to get away from, or you're just trying to get out of the company. You may feel like all the work you're putting in, you're not seeing the financial reward. You're putting in, it's too much work for all that you're doing, and you're trying to get the heck out of Dodge. You could be lying left and right, trying to escape from work, trying to find a way, because there could be some other opportunities out there for you, and you're lying about why you need to take off so that you can go out and pursue other things. That may be for something just in pursuit of a person, in pursuit of something, but you're in a pursuit in a direction opposite of what you're doing right now. I do feel like external to you, as far as your work is concerned, be careful with these lies, because someone may catch you in your lie. They may, be questioning you about things. If you're looking for a job, be very careful about trying to lie about your job, lie about your resume, lie about anything, because I do feel like it's going to be found out, and they're going to get down to the root of it. It may not come out until you're working there, and then they let you go. By the end of November, you're let go. Okay, so be very careful with that. If you are let go from a job based upon lies and deceit and manipulation, I feel like a new opportunity would be right around the corner for you, but you could avoid all of this if you're just not going to be honest. So be careful with that. Now, if you're looking for work, again, be very honest as much as possible. There is work out there for you. People are looking to bring people in, and I feel like they're looking for an exceptional person, someone who has all the qualifications, someone who is very cultured or very knowledgeable about a particular area. You may be replacing someone who is leaving, going into a higher field, getting promoted. So there's opportunities for you there. Second half of November, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be trying to, again, either get out of this job and finding a new opportunity, not being very sure about exactly should you take it, should you go in this direction. And being on guard, like just feeling like you're on guard. Geminis, you guys carry a lot of nervous energy that you don't even realize that you have all that nervous energy, and people can see it very clearly. So I feel like some of you may be feeling very nervous now about that, and on defense about something. Someone may be watching you. You're not aware of it. So again, going back to that, hiding things, be very careful with it, because you may feel like a person doesn't know what your plans are, but it's something about your energy that's giving it away, and people are going to kind of pick up on it. Be aware of what's going on around you. You may sense, if this is not the case, you may sense that somebody in your working environment is a bit on guard. Okay. If you work as a team, or you have to work in tandem with other people, you may find someone is being a little guarded or defensive toward you. Someone may feel intimidated by you. They may feel like, their job is at jeopardy, or you're being molded and groomed to take their position, take their spot. So be very careful, because I do see that there's an opportunity for you to do such a thing. You could be very much aware of it, and that's why you're trying your best to finagle the situation as best as possible. Toward the end of the month, for some of you, Oh, and going back for those of you who are looking for work, midway of November, you will see some traction, but it's almost like it slows down a bit. Some of you may not be sure if you want to take an opportunity or take a job that comes your way. And again, it depends on your energy. I just get very strongly people are picking up on your energy very clearly. You do have Venus in retrograde in your sixth house, and that does speak with your everyday work, your job, your interactions, and everyday environments. So that vibration is very strong right now, and people may be on guard, feeling very defensive toward you. So where at first you felt like, okay, I have it, I got this job in a bag, you may find that people are on the fence. They're kind of like, you're not hearing back from them. Or again, like I said, it could be you having a difficult choice to make. However, toward the end of November, I do see you becoming more clear about the direction that you're going. If you're leaving this job, you will be putting in your notice and saying that I'm leaving. And some of you are going to go into a new opportunity, one that you feel is perfect for you. You may be going into this new opportunity or transitioning in your company, but moving forward in a new sort of way. Maybe a lot of work that you have to endure. Like you have to, first coming in, you have a great rapport with a woman, I get, or a man. There may be some attraction there, so be careful with that. And you may feel like this is exactly what I've always wanted to do. It may be at a distance, so you have to travel to some extent, or you have to relocate to make this a reality. And again, you may be moving, so that may be the thing that you have to move. You have to square away some things before you can kind of get settled. But if it's not an actual move, it could just be that you have to, it may be some things that you're keeping from this company, like you kept some things hidden in order to get in. Okay. But I do see toward the end of the month cutting out something and moving on to a place that's a little more peaceful and enduring whatever burden that comes along with it so that you can get where you want to be. New opportunities as we go into December, feeling much lighter, feeling much happier that you've made this transition and this decision, and being, again, more clear. The people that you're working with now, or the environment that you're in now, you may feel like a fish out of water. You may feel like you just don't, there's that connection is not there. You don't communicate the same. You don't have the same vision. You don't share the same goals, so there's some avenues of feeling like disconnected. But where you're going, you're going to feel like it's a perfect fit. I'm completely connected. I'm very confident about where I'm going to go. It's going to take work for me to get there, but I'm not going to stop until my mission is complete. And as we get further into November and into December, you're going to be even more so happy, excuse me, and excited about this new environment that you're getting into. And you're going to get good communication from the people that you're around. Now that's for work. When it comes to like home life, family life, again, you may be going, being around family, celebrating that sort of thing with family. There could be, again, like some heaviness around a family dynamic if you're going to the holidays and you're going to like some of the festivities that we're having at the end of the month. For those of you who participate, because there's people listening internationally that does not celebrate Thanksgiving, but I feel like there's a heaviness around it. No one's talking about it. It could be an elephant in the room. No one's really addressing. And I think that it'll stay that way. It'll stay that way for the betterment of just festivities and kind of getting along is what it looks like to me. Now, your challenge is inevitably is something ending, okay? Moving forward, turning your back on something, seeing it for what it is, and taking the leap into a new area, okay? Some of you are going to still be trying to wait around because, again, the indecisiveness. But even though as we get into the end of November, you're going to be definitely making decisions and getting very clear and, dealing with whatever you have to deal with to get where you want to be, there's still going to be this finale. It's almost like it'll haunt you. It's almost like it'll stick with you. It'll stay with you to some extent for some of you, okay? And I feel like that's like it's like it's like an air that surrounds you. It doesn't stop you, but it's there, if that makes any sense. Now, when it comes to the area of love, okay, I do see very clearly, that some of you definitely have been lying to someone. Lying to someone, pretending that you love them, pretending them that you have feelings for them. And I'm getting this strongly from with the male energy. So Gemini men, as well as the male energy in the lives of Gemini women. Someone has been professing their love, but they've been lying to you all along. You may be seeing someone and you may be keeping secrets. So someone's keeping secrets and lying, going back to a relationship, going back to a marriage, but they're professing their love to you. So be very careful for some of you who are dating someone that you don't live with, that you don't have a complete committed relationship with. But also, I do see that some of you may have gotten wind that perhaps the woman in your life, or Gemini women, may already be having a relationship with another man. So there may be someone that has feelings for someone. Could be around work, because she works. I feel like there's like a work relationship where they're closely connected with each other, and you could be trying to get out of the situation. It's like, and you're trying to get out of it. You're trying to get out of your relationship, trying to get out of your marriage. You may have approached them. You may have said something about it and they're not going to admit to it, but you are having a hard time leaving because you have feelings, and you're not trying to allow your feelings to affect you. But, some of you may feel like, okay, I'm going to go out and cheat. You're cheating. I'm going to go out and cheat. So I do see that dynamic there. You may have really wanted your relationship, wanted your marriage, really wanted this thing to work, but you're coming to a conclusion that someone's been less than honest in a relationship. Now, I do see that external to you, if you've been the one cheating, then they have been spying, they've been investigating, they've been interrogating you, trying to find out what's true, what's not true. Are you seeing someone? And again, it is very strongly coming up around a work situation, a working situation. And I feel like someone is ready to kind of like let the situation go, conclude the situation, and be done with it. Like, they're not going to go through the stress and anxiety and worrying about what you're doing. They would just rather let it go. If it's you that has found someone to be cheating, and if you've been trying to get down to the bottom of the situation, I feel like for some of you, if someone's been cheating on you, they're already out the door. They kind of want their freedom, is what I'm saying. And they're not stressing about it. They're not stressing themselves about it, because this is kind of what they're looking for, a source of freedom. And, they may already be far gone into that situation. Now, the second part of November, I do see that some of you may be trying to find a way to either, again, get away from the situation or maneuver your way back into a situation. So for some of you, that's been the liar, the cheater. You're trying to use your clever words and your charm to get back in the good graces of someone, and they're not having it. They're on the defense. They feel like they can't trust you, and they're not going to fall for it again. If that is the case, I do see that some of you may be coming to the conclusion that the situation is over and done with. Now, again, if you're the person that's been cheating, it's like you're really hurrying, like quickly, you're trying to get your ducks in a row so that you can get away from this person. But if it is you who is trying to get your ducks in a row and trying to hurry up and get out of that relationship, now that you found that someone's been cheating on you, the person is going to know. If you never said nothing to them, but you found out that they're up to something, and now you're just trying to get all your things and go, they're going to know. And midway November, they're going to be very defensive and guarded toward you. Okay. I do see for some of you, you're going to be ending a situation. You may say, I'm moving out, I'm leaving, and this is over. Okay. And I feel that there may be this wanting to reconcile. There may be this wanting to fix things and get things back right in the relationship. And some of you may not 100% be willing to go back or willing to try to work on things. You may just get yourself focused on work and not wanting to deal with it, trying to heal, trying to move forward and move past. But this person has a very strong hold on you, and they know exactly what to say, exactly what to do to change your mind about things. So some of you are going to be carrying a huge burden. I have to say, I feel more strongly that this is the male Gemini or the man in a relationship. And some of you Gemini women may be the ones cheating or being less than honest, but you could also be dealing with this as well. But either way, someone has the power over the other person to convince them otherwise. Don't leave. We can work on this. Everything's going to be okay. And this person may continue to just deal with it and carry the burden and not say anything and just move forward with the situation. However, whoever's not cheating and whoever has been cheated on and they allow the other person to come back into their life or try to work things out, they're going to be in pursuit of something else as well. So I feel like they're going to kind of give themselves the okay to start to go out and enjoy themselves, if that makes any sense. And I feel that there needs to be very clear communication of what you're doing. Where are we going to go? Trying to recommit in a real way, because I almost get like tit for tat. Like, okay, I'm not going to go yet because you just can't. That's like your challenge in the month of November, is trying to get out of something because your emotions are still tied to this thing. But there is this avenue of someone wanting to play and it being very clear that, okay, now almost like the tables are going to turn, if that makes any sense. Now, if you're a Gemini woman, it seems like this guy is going to try to be very clear with you about, if there was somebody else, I'm not with them. It's over. I've moved on. It's just us, or I'm not doing that anymore. That's not happening anymore. And you may make up with them if you're the Gemini woman. You may make up with them and try to make everything okay. But you'll find yourself still questioning them going into December, still trying to, get clarification, addressing situations, that sort of thing. So you have to ask yourself, do I want to kind of continue to go through this where I'm, because I feel like the person, once you kind of get back together or work things out, it's like their energy, you may feel, especially if you guys aren't married or you don't live together, you may feel like it becomes this kind of relationship of like, more like desire than an intent to commit. Okay. So you will find yourself trying to get clarity on that. Like, I don't want to play games. If this is what it's going to be, then this is the only thing I'm going to accept, is what it looks like to me. Excuse me, guys. So now some of you, if you're in, I just wanted to get, if you're single, yeah, I feel like going back to this couple, if you work things out, there's going to be some clear communication and things will work out. You'll be back together and everything will be okay. And again, for some of you, it may have been wanting to go out and play. Someone may have had their eye on someone at work, but it never got to a place where, it got too intense or it got too heavy. And because someone threatens to leave or someone puts their foot down, then the other one kind of straighten themselves back up. And after there is this very clear in communication of what you want, then you guys kind of move forward in a very mutual sort of way. Same thing if you're single. Be very careful about people that you're getting to know. Give yourself some time to kind of see them full circle. Because I do feel like some of you are attracting very charming people. You're very alluring at this time. People find you very desirable. Venus, again, being retrograde in your 6th house, is making you more desirable than probably usual. And I feel like you're finding people who are coming to a conclusion in their lives. There may be a third party, but it's almost like they have one foot in and one foot out. They may be still emotionally attached to someone, but they're getting to know you and they could be developing feelings for you. And you could be doing this for someone as well. And mid-month in November, for some of you Gemini singles, I feel like, again, there's going to be this period of not talking, needed a moment to try to figure out how you're going to address the situation. And then as we get into the end of November, you will find that perhaps someone comes into your life. If you're already seeing someone, you get very clear. So if there's been anything that has not been clear about someone that you've been seeing or someone that you've been dating, you get very clear communication about this person's intentions. And once you get that very clear, you have that very clear talk with someone, I feel like you guys make up. It could be an intimate makeup, but there's some making up and really feeling like everything is great and everything is fine. Still, somehow, someone is not necessarily saying everything, even though there's going to be this very truthful, honest communication, but there's still something deep down that is a burden to some extent. But I feel as we get into the end of November, going into December, you're going to just say, whatever, you know, I really like this person and I really enjoy them, and you guys will be back together. If you're single, you may meet someone toward the end of the month that really makes a difference. And you feel like, wow, I've met someone. And if it was just very innocent and you kind of had fun with them, and then all of a sudden it's like, I really like them. And and for some of you in December, you're definitely going to be going into something that's very mutual. It doesn't necessarily mean it to a cup that you're going to be in a relationship, but it's just a very mutual feeling for one another. And if you've been on the fence and not sure if you like this particular person, and maybe one that stands out more than the other, by the end of the month, you're going to be very sure about this particular one that you want. So that's what I have for you guys for November 2018. I hope this has been helpful. If you would like a personal reading with me, I can be reached in the description box below, as well as the beginning and end to this video. If you would like to let us know how this all resonates, please do so in the comment section below. You know, we'd love to hear from you. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Gemini.